What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow back with the Boxing Clinic. Still morning grind. Um, Speaking on Amir Khan, it sounds like he's going to be returning pretty soon. And I'm gonna link the article in the description. It says he won a Lamont Peterson rematch at 147 by this November or the end of December. I think he said. He said after a comeback fight, so he should be on the comeback trail relatively pretty soon. He should have a nice little tune-up fight no later than October or sometime in September. Versus who? I don't know. I just know that he's not ranked in the top 15 in any of the major sanctioning belt bodies. So he got to get active. 147 is stacked. We know last time we seen Amir Khan was a couple years ago. Versus Canelo Alvarez getting iced after outboxing Canelo pretty much the first few rounds, and went back to the old Khan overcommitting and got caught. And I mentioned in my video before I get into the Peterson thing about Khan, I think last week, I mentioned that he should have, trained with Floyd Sr., and he has the same decision to make that Chris Eubanks Jr. did. If you didn't see that video, go check out my Chris Eubanks Jr. Thinking about training with Floyd Sr. I said Amir Khan had the opportunity, and he could have changed the course before he got with Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach is an all offensive type coach. The Mayweathers could have made Khan a little bit more defensive conscious, and Virgil Hunter just got him too late. He just stuck in his ways, and he likes to throw punches without thinking of defense. He's all offense, and that comes from the amateurs. That comes from UK training. That comes from training with Freddie Roach, which his philosophy is your offense is your best defense, and that's just his downfall, especially in a division full of big hitters with Thurman, Spence, now Matisse. Sean Porter's a solid puncher. I don't think he's going to be a world champion again at 147 unless some of those guys move on. But Crawford coming up as well. But he fought Peterson a couple years ago in the DC Armory, I think it was, and it was an electric fight, close fight. Khan got a point taken away for pushing, I believe. It was a close fight. Peterson was doing some good body work. I think Peterson, got a gift decision. I thought Khan beat him, but, Peterson, obviously, the body work was enough. I think Khan dropped Peterson as well. And Khan, he went off after that fight. They're supposed to rematch. They rematch again. Peterson failed to fight a pre-fight drug test. It didn't happen. So Danny Garcia stepped in and fought Amir Khan. And obviously, we know what happened. That catapulted Danny Garcia's career after knocking out Khan. I believe Peterson failed the test after that fight as well, through to high testosterone levels, but he didn't go through the IBF to get a medical clearance for whatever reason that was. He got to keep his belt because he saw medical proof that the substance he took was cleared by the doctors. He should have went through the proper measures and the proper precautions. We would have never had that issue. Maybe it was the rematch that happened with, or whatever that was. He didn't go through the right clearance, but he was cleared by the doctor, and that's why he got to keep his belt. A lot of people didn't understand that. But a rematch versus, Peterson and Khan would be great. And if Khan is targeting Peterson is more likely to fight Khan and Errol Spence. I did a video also on Peterson. Go check that out, fighting Errol Spence. And if Peterson has an option, he's going to fight Amir Khan. A lot of them guys are scared of Errol Spence. Nobody's going to say his name to somebody lay the blueprint and show he's vulnerable in an area where people can expose. So if Khan is serious about fighting twice at the end of the year, then Peterson is going to elect to fight Khan, and that's going to be a good fight. At least it's a more competitive fight than the Errol Spence fight. I know Errol Spence is going to blast out Lamont Peterson about 5-6 rounds. Khan is coming off a long layoff, even though he had a tune-up before Peterson. A tune-up can't really, mimic a high-energy, high-level fight. Peterson ain't been fighting like that as well, so it'll be a good fight, man. And who would I favor? I don't know. I have to I had to see Khan fight first, but that's a rematch that I've been wanting to see in the fans. But we gone.